Today we're taking a look at these college basketball matches, which are happening on Sunday, March 13, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Richmond vs Davidson. The Richmond Spiders and the Davidson Wildcats meet in the A10 Conference Championship game from the Capital One Arena on Sunday afternoon. Our first pick is Davidson -3. And here is why. The Richmond Spiders have been depending on the play of junior forward Tyler Burton, as in 32.8 minutes, and is averaging 16.3 points, 7.5 rebounds, 1.1 assists, 0.5 blocks, and 1.1 steals per game. He has been shooting the ball extremely well, as he is shooting 46.7% from the floor, 38.3% from the three-point line, and 79.4% from the free throw line. In his last game against Dayton, Burton finished with 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 block in 34 minutes of action. The Davidson Wildcats have been dependent on the production of junior guard Foster Loyer, as he is playing 30.8 minutes and is averaging 16.5 points, 3.2 rebounds, 3.4 assists, and 0.8 steals per game. He has done an incredible job at shooting the basketball so far, as he is 45% from the field, 44.5% from beyond the arc, and 92.7% from the charity stripe. In his last game against St. Louis, Loyer finished with 21 points, 5 rebounds, and a steal in 23 minutes of action. There's no denying Richmond has enjoyed an impressive run this weekend, but things are about to get a lot tougher, as nobody has been able to solve this Davidson offense so far this season. Davidson has not got complacent despite having an at-large bid locked up, even cranking things up a notch on both ends of the court in its last 2 games, and Richmond just doesn't have defensively to keep within 1 possession. Led by the prolific trio of Loyer, Bridgekovic, Lee, the Wildcats rank 16th or better in effective field goal percentage, KenPom offensive efficiency and turnover rate, and their ability to shoot well from everywhere on the court makes them difficult to stop. Interior defense is going to be a problem here for the Spiders, who allow a mediocre 50.4 effective field goal percentage and are very bad on the glass, which made the difference in the first meeting, as Davidson grabbed 12 offensive rebounds while making those second chances count. 4 games in 4 days will be tough on the Spiders, especially when they had to exert a lot of energy erasing double-digit deficits in 2 of those, while the other was an emotional rivalry matchup. Davidson will be a lot more rested, as it has been in cruise control, and another slow start for the Spiders will spell trouble, as they won't be able to get stops in this one. And our second pick is over 137. And here is why. The Richmond Spiders will look to build on their 68-64 win over Dayton that booked their spot in the conference championship. Tyler Burton leads the Spiders in scoring and rebounding with 16.3 ppg and 7.5 rpg, while Grant Golden has 14.2 ppg with 6.1 rpg and 2.8 apg. Jacob Gilliard has 12.9 ppg with a team-high 5.5 apg to lead the Spiders in assists and to round out the group of double-digit scorers for Richmond up to this point in the year. As a team, Richmond is averaging 72.2 ppg on 44.7% shooting from the field, 33.7% from 3 and 71.8% from the foul line, while allowing 69.1 ppg on 44.5% shooting from the field and 35.1% from 3 this season. Texas A&M vs Tennessee. The Texas A&M Aggies and 9th-ranked Tennessee Volunteers will square off at Amalie Arena this Sunday afternoon in the finals of the SEC tournament. Our first pick is Tennessee Volunteers -6.5 points. And here is why. During the regular season, Texas A&M has held opponents to an average of 66.7 points per game. In the opening game of the SEC tournament, the Aggies allowed 80 points to Florida, but that game went into overtime. But since in victories over Auburn and Arkansas, Texas A&M has allowed 62 and 64 points versus 2 very high-scoring opponents. The Aggies held Auburn to 21 first-half points and 44.0% shooting overall. In Saturday's victory over Arkansas, Texas A&M held the Razorbacks to 43% shooting overall and 16.7% shooting from long range. Texas A&M has played well down the stretch as they have 7 straight wins on the ledger and 8 wins in their last 9 games. The issue for the Aggies is the fact that they are playing for the 3rd straight day here, including that overtime tilt with Florida Thursday. Playing 4 straight days is a massive challenge for any team, but, and I know we've said this before, they are facing an uphill climb here. Rick Barnes gets the most he can out of his players, and they are more than capable of stifling teams on the defensive end of the floor. We just saw the Volunteers limit Kentucky to 62 points when they came in averaging more than 80 a night. Texas A&M gets drained in the second half by Tennessee's defense, and that gives the Volunteers the upper hand here. And our second pick is over 130.5 points. And here is why. The 8-seed Texas A&M Aggies improved to 23-11 on the season after upsetting the 4-seed Arkansas Razorbacks 82-64 yesterday afternoon. Texas A&M was incredible on both ends of the court against Arkansas and was able to pull away in the second half after taking a 70-52 lead with 5:54 left in regulation. Texas A&M shot 50.8% from the field and 53.3% from beyond the arc, while allowing Arkansas to shoot 43.4% from the field and 16.7% from beyond the arc. Leading the way for the Aggies was Quentin Jackson, who had 20 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 steals. Memphis vs Houston. The Memphis Tigers and Houston Cougars meet Sunday in the college basketball ACC final at the Dickies Arena. The Memphis Tigers look to build on their 6-game winning streak. The Houston Cougars look for a win after winning 8 of their last 9 games. Our first pick is Houston minus 4.5 points. And here is why. The Memphis Tigers have been depending on the production of freshman center Jalen Duren, as he is averaging 12.3 points, 8 rebounds, 1.2 assists, 2.2 blocks, and 0.9 steals in 25.4 minutes per game. He is shooting the ball well with limited range, as he is shooting 61.9% from the floor and 61.3% from the free throw line. In his last game against SMU, Duren played 17 minutes and finished with 9 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 blocks, 1 steal, and 2 turnovers. I can't imagine the Cougars losing 3 straight games to Memphis this season. I think this line is a bit low due to White's uncertainty. Given the fact that the NCAA tournament is right around the corner, Houston will certainly be conservative about White's availability. If his back is a go, he'll play, but any discomfort and he will most certainly sit. Even without White, however, I expect the Cougars to be flying on all cylinders in this game. The Cougars look like a team that considers the ACC title an important exclamation point on this season. They lost the first matchup, which is the only relevant game to go by, because of the low stakes in the season finale, because Memphis shot the ball well above average against Houston's top-notch defense, and the Cougars were incredibly sloppy with the basketball. I am expecting a better effort with ball protection in this one, and I don't think Memphis will make nearly as many shots in this game. Houston will get up early and cruise home with a 10-point win in a game that will mean more to this veteran squad than the younger Memphis team. And our second pick is under 133.5 points. And here is why. The Memphis Tigers are averaging 76.1 points on 47.3% shooting and allowing 68.5 points on 39.5% shooting. Jalen Duren is averaging 12.3 points and 8 rebounds, while DeAndre Williams is averaging 11.1 points and 5.6 rebounds. Emoni Bates is the 3rd double-digit scorer, and Landers Noli too is grabbing 3.7 rebounds. The Memphis Tigers are shooting 36.3% from beyond the arc and 69% from the free throw line. The Memphis Tigers are allowing 32.2% shooting from deep and are grabbing 34.7 rebounds per game. Iowa vs Purdue. The Iowa Hawkeyes and the Purdue Boilermakers meet Sunday in Big Ten tournament college basketball action from Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Iowa is 25-9 overall this year. The Hawkeyes beat Indiana in their tournament game Saturday. As for Purdue, they're 26-6 right now and beat Michigan State in their Saturday tourney matchup. Check back all season long for free college basketball picks at Sports Chat Place. Our first pick is Iowa +3. And here is why. The Hawkeyes have been on a roll in recent weeks, winning 8 of their last 9 games. They will try to keep the momentum going with a win over the Boilermakers, which will give them their 9th win in their last 10 games and their 3rd Big Ten tournament title. Iowa has been playing exceptionally well over the last few weeks. The Hawkeyes are 8-2 in their last 10 games and have been on fire from the perimeter in this tournament. Unlike Iowa, Purdue has been struggling to find their groove over the past 9 games. The Boilermakers are 6-3 in that span, but have been far from the dominant team that was the #1 team in the country at one point this season. While Iowa's offense has been clicking, the Boilermakers' offense has been very inconsistent. They've had trouble freeing Stefanovic recently, and the offense often relies too heavily on Ivy to make plays on his own. At their best, Purdue's offense resembles the small sequence down the stretch versus Michigan State in which the ball moved down low, and then Williams found a cutter and an open shooter. They haven't shown that with consistency in this tournament. Iowa's offense has seemingly found the open man at all times in this tournament. As talented as Ivy is, Keegan Murray is the best player in this game, and Iowa has done an outstanding job of getting him the ball in the right spot. Iowa had a brief hiccup in the first half versus Indiana's top-rated defense, but even against the Hoosiers, they found their way in the second half. I am still confident that Purdue will find it and make a deep run in the tournament, but they are running up against a team that has it all going right now. And our second pick is over 148. And here is why. Purdue swept the 2 games with Iowa this season, but both came much earlier in the season. The 2 teams haven't met since late January, and the team Purdue will meet for the title doesn't resemble the team they played earlier. Purdue will be charged with containing the Iowa offense, particularly from 3-PT range. They did an excellent job in the 2 games earlier this season, allowing the Hawkeyes just 13 3-PT field goals in the 2 games. Purdue, however, has also not played its best game yet in the tournament. Their shooting has been sporadic, and Sasha Stefanovic has yet to play a significant role. If Purdue can shake Stefanovic free in the title game, they could cause problems for an Iowa team that will most certainly be dropping players into the paint to protect against Edey and Williams. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.